Hello and welcome to our new home. That's right, our new home. So in year 2020, the worst possible year to be single, I think ever in the history of humankind, I actually met somebody in the summer, which was absolutely so unexpected. And well, if we just rewind a little bit. So back in spring, I moved from London to Finland and moved in with my parents at age 32, which was not part of the plan. And just thought, okay, this summer I'm just gonna focus on myself and work and take it easy, spend a lot of time in the countryside.
I do that. Hey, I do that.
And I was kind of okay with that. I was also still coping with the breakup, feeling quite sad and lost and confused about everything. But I guess it's one of those things that the exact moment that you really feel like, I don't want to be in a relationship, I just want to be by myself, that is when you meet the person who just comes and messes all that up and everything just changed and it's gone so fast. And now we are moving in together. We've been renovating this flat, which belonged to my grandmother, and we are now renting it out from her. Yeah, I don't know, I felt like I wanted to tell you and wanted to make this video, but at the same time, I felt like I wanted to keep it a little bit private for myself for a while and just, well, first of all, see how it goes, because you never know in love. And secondly, I also have sort of this rule that usually when I share things online, I do it a little bit after they've actually happened and when I'm in it, just so I have some time to process it and I get some perspective. So then maybe if I get some comments or suddenly it feels quite vulnerable to be so open about your private life, I just want to make sure I have a little bit of distance to it. So that's also why I've been holding it off a little bit. And also obviously because a breakup is always between two people, so also out of respect for the other person. But yeah, so where do we start? Tinder. Yep. So when I got here, and in the summer, it wasn't possible to like meet. Well, I don't know, where do people meet each other nowadays? I think I know so many people that have met through dating apps, okay, first I say I just wanted to be single, but then I did go on Tinder. But the reason was more because, well, first of all, I was kind of curious to see sort of what's out there. And maybe secondly, also to distract myself a little bit. And I had been feeling really low. And then maybe thirdly, because I am 32 and I know that I want to have a family and I want to have children and all that. And, you know, can't really wait around that much. I can't just stay at home and expect Prince Charming to come knocking on my door. So I also felt like, okay, I'd need to be a little bit proactive. Even though I did not expect to absolutely meet anybody, but I thought it would be maybe nice to just meet some people, date a little, and just see how that felt. Well, then I did meet somebody, and I don't know if I believe in love at first sight, but I definitely believe in that you can have some sort of connection at first sight, and that feeling of that it's really familiar or you just get each other. I guess that's called chemistry, which is just so instant and you can't really artifact that? Construct that? Well, you can fake it, basically. So it's there or not. And then this summer, we became boyfriend and girlfriend really quickly. And now a few months after that, we are moving in together. We've been renovating my grandma's old flat. And now sort of I have kind of a little bit of my stuff here. We don't have that many furniture yet. We're still doing the kitchen, which is still a work in progress. But hopefully in the next few weeks, it's going to be done. And I am going to share everything with you. But I just don't want to show too much yet. So that video is coming up. But the craziest thing that I did want to share with you, because it just blows my mind, before we met in the summer. I was watching the Jimmy Fallon show, the home edition that he did, and in one of the episodes he was interviewing his wife, and then about how they met. And she said there that before they met, somebody had actually told her to write down what she was looking for in a partner and in a relationship, and she hadn't ever done that before. And I thought, okay, this is a good time for me to also do that, to just sit down and really write down what it is that I'm looking for in another person. And it is insane, because just a few weeks after that, I met this person, and the things I've written down, it all matches. And I don't know if I guess that's also partly due because when you get older and more mature, you can identify what it is that you want, and I feel I know myself better, and I can maybe also give more attention to the other person. I feel like when I was younger in relationships, it was more about me, and I was maybe more interested in getting attention and how it felt, and maybe not necessarily always that able to take another person in or see them for who they are, if that makes sense. And I feel like having had some relationships and dating, now I know myself better, I'm more confident, and I'm just also, I kind of know more what I want, even though obviously that always changes and things come and go. But so that may be instant connection, or recognizing that now this is something that feels different. Maybe that's also why it happens so fast, but it's like insane. If that is write down what you want, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And also just to understand better what it is that you're looking for, because sometimes we maybe think we know, and then maybe the things that we write down are actually not matching up at all to the people that we're dating or that we're in contact with. So sometimes those, or for me at least, I think it was a little bit misaligned maybe. I'm somebody who tends to analyze a lot and overthink things, and especially big decisions. Oh my God, I can be so slow, and I just flip-flop between decisions and what is the right thing. And maybe it's some kind of not trusting my own instinct and my gut, and not being so confident, and just being so afraid of making the wrong choices. So I remember when I was dancing, and I was studying in Amsterdam, and I was feeling so homesick, and even though I enjoyed being in the school and studying dance, I just felt a constant homesickness. And every time I went back home and had to go back to Amsterdam, I would just cry and be so sad about it. But still, it took me so long to reach and before that I had been 2 years in Berlin, also feeling really homesick. But it took me so long to finally make the decision that, you know what, I'm just gonna move back home. And okay, so it's a bit different there, because it also felt like I was giving up something that was such a big dream, and I didn't know how things were gonna figure themselves out if I came back home. But there, everything figured itself out, and it went really well. And with other things also in my life, I feel like sometimes in my gut I know what the right thing to do is, but for some reason I ignore that, or I'm afraid of making the wrong decision, or maybe I'm a little bit of a coward. I don't know, that I don't want to face things that are uncomfortable, and it's just easier to lull yourself into oh, but everything is fine, and the everyday stuff, but then actually the things that keeps you up at night, and that can be so draining. And also at this point in life, I do feel a different sense of, obviously I'm still young, I'm 32, there's still time, but at the same time I feel like I don't want to just waste time and just oh, let's see, I want to be in a place where I can confidently say this is what I want. And not saying that you should rush things, or that I want to rush things. I want to be sure about them. But I think by now I've also felt even if you then do something and maybe that wasn't the right thing, that then at least. So instead of just keeping thinking about it and not doing anything about it, taking some risks and sometimes like really big risks and things that feel really scary, but then you'll find out, then you'll know how it feels, and then you'll move forward. And I hope I can also do this, well, in my career wise, but also in my personal life and in love and things, like when something feels a little off or there is that little whisper feeling, because usually it starts like with a little tiny little whisper, to really pay attention to that so that these things don't become these huge things then. That's something I feel like I've learned now. Thank you so much for watching this video and spending this very grey afternoon with me here in our new home. If you'd like to see more of my photos, you can come and say hi. I'm over at Kika on Instagram. I've been thinking about what to do on this channel because I feel like it started out as photography tutorials and tips and videos, which, by the way, I have a whole course which is called Creative Photography with Kika, which goes much more in depth than my videos over here. So if you're looking to get some inspiration and really some very detailed advice on how to use your camera, how to get ideas, and maybe if you're looking to start an online business or become an influencer, content creator, or photographer yourself, definitely go and check that out. But I've been thinking about what to do with this channel and what direction to take it, because even though obviously I'll still continue to share photography tips and creative stuff, I've had a feeling for a while already that I also want to make it more personal and open up and maybe talk about things that I don't feel like I maybe have so much chance to talk about on Instagram, but I still feel that I need to find the way to do that, and like what the themes, or basically what would you like to see, I would want to know. And if you like these kind of more chatty personal videos about like life as a 30-year-old something, let me know in the comments below. I'd really appreciate that. All right, I am now going to vacuum this place because there's all these, we bought this new carpet and there's like all these little dusty things that keep flying around here. So I'm gonna do that. I hope you have a nice evening, morning or afternoon or night, wherever in the world you are. Take care and stay safe, and I'll hopefully see you here back soon again. Bye!
There's a bee in my bonnet, hello, hello. A bee in my bonnet, hello. There's a bee in my bonnet, hello, hello. A bee in my bonnet, hello.